Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. All of those were fucking horrible. But welcome back to my channel, everyone. I am Kuro, short for Kuroshor. Black, as we all know. This is going to be my Octopath Traveler video, where I'm just going to do a quick review, summary of the things that I like. Clearly, the game gets like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 for me. I'm very generous with my numbers. I wish God was generous with the money for me, but you know, that's another story, and I'm probably going to hell for that comment anyways. So let's get started. So, first and foremost, my God, you should go and buy this game. If you are a fan of JRPGs and you love JRPGs, you should go get this fucking game. Like, it's amazing. It's nostalgia driven, but it's also, I'm not gonna say innovative, but it just works for what it is. They're not doing anything that's super duper old and dated, but they're also not doing anything that is like super duper new. It's just, what it is works. And let's start with the characters. So the characters, you have 8 characters, which are all based off of the Octopath name, Octopath. And the first one's gonna be Ophelia, Cyrus, Tressa, Olberic, Primrose, Alphen, Therian, and Honnet. And along with those 8 different people, you're going to have 8 different classes, which I will go into further detail later. But basically, the characters, they all have their own shit going on. Somebody's parents are dead. Some people's parents are alive, but they won't let them live. Some people are going for best friend revenge, where they fucked somebody. Well, they didn't fuck anybody, but they fucked them over and they like ruined an entire nation. Yeah. That's at the very beginning. It's not a huge spoiler, like, if it's a spoiler at all, because they let people know about that in the fucking website. But all of these characters have different driving motions, and some of them are very, very dark, and the other ones are lighthearted and fun. And this is why Tressa is best fucking girl. She is. Fight me.
You cheat your workers out of their hard-earned money and monopolize their profits. If anyone's a swindler here, it's you!
Next, the music. The music in this game is so amazing that I find myself not pressing the dialogue button and just listening in on the music sometimes, actually a lot of the times, because I want to hear the entire tracks. It is so good. I have already downloaded it. Well, I haven't downloaded the soundtrack, but I've like downloaded stuff that I shouldn't have downloaded from places where it's not an official release, basically. But I have that on my phone, and I listen to it on a regular basis, even when I'm not playing the game. It's really good music, especially when I'm just like playing League of Legends and stuff like that. It's all varied. The motifs are there. Everything has a nice prelude. One of my favorite pieces is the boss battle theme. I know there are a few different boss battle themes, but the primary one where, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and play it. We're going to go into art. So the art of this game is basically like pixels mixed with something else, and I'm not very savvy on what that is. All I know is that it works. At first, I was very hesitant to get the game because I thought, oh, well, I don't know if I'm going to like that, because I definitely bought Chrono Trigger on my phone or something. Or I bought it on something, and it didn't work for me. And I was like, I really want to get through this story because I hear it's one of the best video games, one of the best JRPGs of all time. But these graphics are fucking killing me. Like my eyes are hurting. I don't know what's going on. I know that sounds very bougie, but still, it just didn't work for me. In this game, I do not have a single fucking complaint. It is so gorgeous, and just you can even see like facial expressions, and I don't know, it works so well, and I'm so proud of Square Enix, even though they don't give a fuck about my existence. I am so proud of them. I'm so happy that this is working. But next, Bravely Default is very well known for its job class system, which is also kind of shown in this game, which is what I'm going to go into now. And it's basically all of the 8 characters have their own classes. So let's say you have Tressa, who's a merchant, or you have Olberic, who is the warrior, or you have Haunted, who's the hunter, or Therian, who's the thief, or Alphen, who's the apothecary, or Primrose, who's the dancer. I know I've left some people out, but you know it happens. And so you have all those characters, and they come with all their certain skill sets, and it also plays into like their storyline on why they are these characters, or why they have these certain abilities, etc., etc. But you can also pick those abilities up, or pick those classes up as a secondary class, and then you have like the primary class. So let's say I have Therian, the thief, who's also who I started with. You have the primary class, which is Therian, and then I made his secondary class a hunter. So with every class, they're able to equip certain weapons. So Therian's already able to equip like what, great swords and daggers. So by making him a hunter, he can also pick up bows and axes. So that means he has 4 weapon types to choose from, which makes him extremely useful in battles where I'm fighting enemies that have varied weaknesses, especially when I'm fighting enemies where it's my first time and I have no idea what the fuck they're weak to, and I'm just like, alright bitch, let's go, pray to God, getting it. Other than that, you also have like a boost system, or you can like boost things up, and it improves the potency of your skills and spells. So let's say if you save up, you can save up a max of, well, you can save up a lot of them. I think what, 3, 4, you can save up 5. The max that you can boost with is up to 4. So if you have 3 of the dots, you just boost to 1, 2, 3. That gives you a ×4, and that basically lets you use the max power of a spell or an ability. And it also improves certain things like stealing, collecting money, or capturing beasts, which all deal with certain classes. The battle system, like, it seems, I'm not gonna say it seems very in-depth, but once you get it, you've gotten it. It's not overly hard, but it's also still enjoyable. I'm like 67 plus hours into the game, and I'm not tired of it yet. Like, there are still enemies that give me a little bit of difficulty, and I'm like, alright, fuck it. But I do have like a general idea of what I need to do every single battle, which is basically buff up one person and have them do like an all-out attack on the enemies. And most of the time, it fucking kills them. And when it does it, I'm like, oh, I gotta think now. But this is after like me doing this for a long time. But in addition to those 8 classes, there are also 4 secret classes that I just found, well, I didn't just find out about it. I knew that they existed, but I didn't want to know what they were because I wanted to discover them on my own. And I've discovered them on my own, but the difference between those classes shrines and the shrines to getting the regular classes of the 8 characters is that you have to fight bosses. And those fuckers are hard. I have died to every single one. I've only found 3 of them, and there are 4 total, and all 3 of those bosses, one of them, I was like, oh yeah, like, I have a chance at this, and I got them to half health, and they were like, we're gonna change our ways in fighting you, and we're just gonna fucking wipe your team. And they wiped my team. And I deserved it because I am not prepared for them. I tried to go in there, and I'm trying to be cocky about it because I'm trying to level everyone else up at the same time, but one thing is, you cannot take your main character, which is the character that you started, that you like start the game with. You can't take them out of your party until you complete the 4th chapter of their story, which is the final chapter. Therian's still in my party. Therian's like level 57, which he is able to take on these bosses because their levels are around 50, but everyone else is around like 41, 45, 46, etc., etc. So they're at a disadvantage, but I thought that, you know, my class makeup and my party makeup, I can make up for this, I can buff this person, blah, 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 blah. No, you didn't get a chance to buff. I don't even get a chance to debuff. They just kill me. But I love that. I love that there's a challenge within the game as opposed to me just letting shit go. As in regards to its portability factor, I like it way more than I do Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I'm not just talking about the game overall. I love both of those games. These two, like the Switch, I feel like it's going to churn out even more fucking standalone classics. Like, it's just gonna, eventually it's just gonna be it. It's gonna work, and they're gonna do a new version of the Switch. I'm gonna buy it, but I'm still gonna buy these, and they're gonna remake these, and I'm still gonna buy the remakes of those, because these are really fucking awesome games. But as far as the portability aspect of the Switch, and comparing it to Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Octopath, Octopath works a little bit better, I feel like, portable-wise, simply because of the story scenes. The story scenes in Octopath, there's not a lot going on. You're just doing a lot of reading or there's voice acting. On Xenoblade, you have a lot of battle choreography, people moving around. You gotta pay attention to the scene because somebody might be in the background listening, and then that comes back into the story like 10 hours later, and you're like, I remember that bitch. I saw her, and I knew she was important, and now I know why she's important, and now we're moving on. I just think it works better that way. But both of them are perfectly fitted for dock playing too. It's just that I like to play Octopath a lot. Like, whenever I have free time, I'm playing Octopath. And then when I stopped playing Octopath, because I'm like, damn, I've been playing Octopath for a good like 5 to 7 hours. I can chill the fuck out. I go play something else. I'll play something else for like 30 minutes, and I'm like, I want to play some more Octopath. And I go back to Octopath. Like, that's just what it is. I did the same thing with Xenoblade. The main difference is that Xenoblade has a lot more cutscenes where you have to sit the fuck down and you got to read and you have to know what's going on. Or else you're going to be lost. And you're going to be one of those people on the internet bitching because you don't understand what's going on because you can't read. I love this game, as you can tell, and it is definitely a worthwhile purchase. My biggest regret is that I did not buy the collector's edition because I did not have faith in it. From now on, whenever something from Square Enix is coming out of the studio, I'm getting collectors. Because I got the collector's edition of Bravely Second, and at first I was like, I don't know, man. This is going to be a rehash of the first game, but I was confident, and I was happy that we were even getting a second one. And I loved Bravely Second, and I was so happy that I got the collector's edition. And now I know that if there is ever a continuation to Octopath, which I feel like there should be, because in the game's lore, they consistently talk about like other content, stuff like that, and we're only on the continent of Astera. So I feel like there's definitely going to be a lot more to go along with this series. Are we going to get the same characters? Probably not. We're going to get new characters on a different continent, or maybe we're going to get a mix of new and old, because Tressa needs to be in every fucking game. She needs to be in every fucking game. That's it. I told you, Square Enix, end of story. She needs to be in every game. So I believe that's the end of this video. This is my third time recording this video, because the first time I clicked record, but it was in photo mode as opposed to video mode, so I did like 15 minutes of talking and it fucking didn't get recorded. Then the second time I recorded it, but the mic was too far away, so the sound sounded absolutely abysmal, and so now I'm doing it this time, and I actually checked the sound and checked the video and checked the positioning and checked the lighting and all that kind of stuff beforehand. So I'm going to hope that this one works out, because if this one doesn't work out, then I'm just going to wait for it to get dark and then record the video again, because I really want to put this video out. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, rate, and comment, or rate, comment, and subscribe in any order that you want to. Please give me some feedback. I know I ask for feedback a lot of the times, and it's not that I'm trying to make you guys do my work for me. It's just nice to know, like, oh, you know, this is actually like something that I've seen in your videos. It's very continuous. That doesn't really work. Maybe you should think about taking that out, or maybe you should think about moving to another room, or etc., etc. So I would appreciate it if you want me to look at your video, if you're another content creator and you want to do something with me, if you want to do a podcast episode or something like that. I'm more than open to collaborate with people, because, hey, it's about everyone succeeding at the end of the day. Like, I can only do so much by myself, and I know I can only do so much by myself, but it's also like varying your experiences. It's, oh wow, this is just, I constantly go on tangents, if you cannot tell, but thank you for watching this video. If you're wondering what wine I was drinking today, it was a Robert Mondavi Riesling from California. It's not very sweet. I'm trying to get into that, and you know what? I'm just gonna start making some wine videos, because I drink enough of it and I do it every night, so it's probably gonna be a little bit more entertaining than these for now. But alas, oh wow, alas. See, I'm talking like Haunted now, because I love that bitch too. Anyways, have a good day, everyone. Enjoy your evening, morning, or whenever you watch this video, but hopefully you come back.